bright side of branding, business, and being your own boss.
Hey bosses, it's Sunny Lenarduzzi, and it is the scariest month of the year, so it's only fitting that we dive into our deepest, darkest fears. Because let's be honest, we all have them. I've got them, you've got them. We all have our things that keep us up at night. And a few of mine, I'm sure you can relate to them, are, this is stupid. Nobody's gonna watch my videos. You should just quit now. Nobody cares. I wanted to do this video because I have a few ways that I've learned to cope with those kinds of fears over the last almost decade of running my own business, and they're pretty effective. So I figure I might as well share them in this video. My first tip is embrace the fear and actually say it out loud. I know that sounds scary, but it helps, and this is why. The moment that you get it out of your head, you realize that that's kind of the only place it lives. So I have all of these fears, but to you guys, you might be sitting there thinking, what the hell is she afraid of? Things seem to be going just fine. And I'd probably think the same about you, because from the outside perspective, you're doing just fine, and you are doing just fine. So if you embrace those fears and you say them out loud and verbalize them, it kind of lifts the weight off of your shoulders, and it allows you to take action on whatever it is that's making you feel anxious and create some actionable steps to combat those fears. And even better than that, find a friend, a mentor, someone that you trust wholeheartedly, and tell them. Just phone them and say, hey, I need to talk to you. I need to tell you what I'm going through right now and what I'm feeling right now, because they are sure to say to you, you're doing just fine, and here's how I can help, or here's what you can do to, again, combat those fears. So embrace them. If you're having fears, it's actually a great sign, because if you're just living a mediocre life, there's nothing to be afraid of. If you're living a big life and out of your comfort zone, there's gonna be a lot of fears that pop up, but it's exciting, and you gotta just, deal with them and push through. Tip number 2 is sticking to your vision, and quite literally having a vision board or having a list of things that you want to have in your life. So when I say vision, I mean, how do you want your business to look a year from now? And how do you want people to perceive your business a year from now? That's what you're working towards. And if you have it detailed and written out, you can review it every morning. I look at my vision every single morning because it's literally kryptonite for fears, because it makes it real what you're working towards, and nothing will stop you from getting there if you can see it and visualize it every single day. So make sure that you have that vision aligned. It doesn't have to be perfect. And a little tip that someone told me when I was a little younger, they said you don't have to have a vision of like every single detail of like physically what your life is going to look like, but how do you want to feel? And I knew that I wanted to have a business where I would feel a lot of freedom in my business, and that's what I've achieved. So think about how you want to feel. It doesn't have to be perfect, but have at least a vision that you can look at every single day as a reminder that you're going to get there, and these fears won't stop you. Tip number 3 is squad up. Find your crew and love them hard. So basically what I mean by this is find mentors. And the great thing is, the online space, I'm sure a lot of you probably consider me a mentor, even though we've never met in real life. And I have a lot of mentors online that I've never met in real life, but I follow their advice, I watch their tutorials, I read their blogs, and they provided me with game changers for my business. So find your tribe, find them online, and also find them in real life. Maybe there's someone who's created a business that you admire and you want to work towards. Reach out to them and see if perhaps you can find some time and that works with their schedule to set up a quick call with them. And on that note, if you are looking for a mentor, again, you can find a ton online that you don't actually need to set up time with because people are busy. But if you do want to meet with them one-on-one, be really patient and work on their time, and don't pester them, because it's a surefire way to turn people off. And if that person is someone who you want to be your mentor, obviously they probably got a lot of other people wanting that same thing. So just be patient, but be persistent. So check in with them maybe once a month to see if their schedule has cleared up, and work on their time. Also, build your friend network around you with people who are entrepreneurs and have their own businesses. It is amazing what it can do for your mental space if you just have one night a month out with your friends who also are business owners, and you just talk about the ups, downs, in-betweens, and have a good laugh about it. Because really at the end of the day, it's not that serious. And if they're business owners as well, they probably have some advice to help you, and you probably have some advice for them. So find friends and find mentors both in real life and also online. Tip number 4 is walk away. Put down the computer, put down the phone, and walk away. Even if it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of your day, get outside, or if you live in a place that's really cold, just go and take a walk around your apartment and put down all electronics and technology, because that's so overwhelming for your brain if you don't give yourself a little breather. So I try and give myself a break every single day. I'll go and exercise, or I'll just go and read, just get a little breather from the business, emails, work, things that are coming in, social media. It just gets really overwhelming. Another thing that I'll do is I will listen to music, and I have my pump up songs that make me feel like I can take on the world. And I also have go-to TED Talks and motivational videos that I have queued up, that if I feel like I'm getting really overwhelmed, I'll go and turn to those and get pumped up again. So walk away from work and do things that make you feel good and kind of clear your brain a little bit and get those endorphins pumping. Tip number 5, say this a million times if you have to. This is my go-to phrase. It's kind of my motto. I always say this to myself, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed and anxious and a little afraid of the future. I say, why the hell not? Why not me? Why not now? Why can't I do what I want to do? And a great thing to look at when you're feeling overwhelmed and like you're paralyzed by it, look at other people who are doing what you want to do. It's possible. If they can do it, why the hell can't you? So that's a great way to kind of get out of that mindset of like, oh my God, it's never gonna happen, I can't do it, because other people have before you, and you're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it better and bigger than anybody else out there, because you're gonna do it in your own way. Bonus tips, of course, 2 for you. So the first bonus tip is have a wall of encouragement. So I've collected nice little emails or cards that I've been given, and any motivational quotes that I like to refer to. I put them on an actual physical board in my office, and so when I'm feeling like I'm the worst in the world and I just can't keep going, at least I have that to look back at and realize that there are people out there who do appreciate what I do and see the value in it, and it's a good reminder that you're on the right track and you just have to keep going. And the other bonus tip, and I have mentioned this before, but it's vital for me and I do it every single day, I've been doing this every single day for almost 3 years now, is I have a gratitude journal. Because the best way to combat fears and anxiety and not feeling great about what you're doing or where you're at is to stop and realize that there's so much to be grateful for in your life. If you're breathing, you can be grateful for that. So take a inventory of what you have in your life that you can be grateful for every day and write it down in a journal, and I promise you it will start to change your mindset into this headspace that anything's possible, and there's a lot of abundance in the world, and there's so much to be grateful for, and you're on the right track. So those are my 2 little bonus tips for you. And as an added bonus, because I like to have my little go-tos, as I mentioned, for when I am feeling anxious or scared or overwhelmed, so I've created something called the Slay Your Fears Survival Kit. So when you guys are feeling down, you can go to this, and this is exactly what I do. It's got all of my favorite pump-up songs, my favorite TED Talks to get you motivated. It's got a few lines in there to write things out that you're grateful for, a few of the mantras that I say to myself in the morning. So hopefully this will help you, and every day if you're feeling a little bit anxious, this can be your go-to, and you can look at this and I can be there with you and be your virtual mentor to walk you through it and get you past those fears and back on track. All right, I hope this video helped you guys, and let me know what you think, and if you need to say your fears out loud, like I said, put them in the comment section below, and let's all support each other through those fears and anxieties about having your own business, because it can be scary sometimes. But if you want a community of thousands of other entrepreneurs from all over the world that are feeling the same way that you're feeling and helping one another grow, join us in the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind group on Facebook. The link to join is below this video. If you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Sorry, I had to. See, there's scarier things out there than the fear of your own success.
The Sunny Show.